for Mayor of Sugar Land in May 2016.
Yeah, my name is Colby Curtis, and I've been fortunate enough to be Harish's treasurer for the last few years. And tonight marks a special milestone in Harish's political journey here in Sugar Land and Fort Bend County. And really appreciate all of you being here. The people that are here tonight are really his core supporters. And this is going to be a long, tough race, and we really appreciate you being here and supporting Harish. I got to know Harish about 10 years ago, and really it's through both of our involvement here at the Chamber of Commerce as volunteers. And I got to know Harish a lot better the last 5 years serving as his treasurer. My wife Gwen and I have lived here in Fort Bend County in Sugar Land for about 30 years, and although Sugar Land wasn't a secret 30 years ago, it's quite a different place today than it was 30 years ago.
Sure is. Yes. I can tell.
So I've been lucky in my career in commercial real estate really to have a front row seat to watch the development here in Sugar Land. And as you know, we're an economic, one of the strongest economic bases in Texas right now.
The best.
Come up here.
Tony! Why not?
So, the point being is that 30 years ago, everyone knew our city councilman, they knew our mayors. We're a large community now, growing to over 500,000 people. We're a diverse community. And it's important today that our leader, that our mayor, not only be someone that's committed to his community, and I think all of you know that I can speak to that with Harish's involvement here with the Chamber of Commerce. But it's critical that we have a leader today that's got a wide breadth of experience in municipal affairs, in municipal budgets, that also is a strong leader. And I can tell you that there's no one running for mayor in Sugar Land that's more qualified and has those qualities than Harish Jajoo. Yeah. And I'd like you to welcome the next prospective First Lady of Sugar Land.
Thank you, Colby, for being such a great supporter and a treasurer for Harish for so many years. That is very appreciated. And thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here. And this is Thursday evening. It takes up a lot of your time. And I'm going to make it very brief. First of all, I want you to know that you can tell by the way I'm shaking that I've never done this before. So Harish and I have been married for 34 plus years. He has been a wonderful husband and a good father to both our boys, and he's a great friend. And I have to tell you one thing, I think this is a calling for him. He has been involved in public service for a long, long time. First he was on the staff at the city of Houston, where he experienced firsthand what it takes to run a local government and what it means to the residents as running local government. And then he goes and gets involved in more non-profit organizations and civic organizations, and he's been involved with that all along. So with that in mind, I want you to know that the Harish that I know, and I know firsthand, that he has a passion and he's very dedicated to spending the time on the council as representing the residents that he represents. And he's at the same time, he's very persistent, and he's very supportive, and he makes
good. Very nice and good. Very solid man.
And he makes an unwavering commitment, and he feels like if he is right, he sticks by it. He wants to represent the people in a good manner. there's another gift that Harish has, and he has a lot of listening power. And as he, this is something very unusual, that he does not interrupt in the middle, he listens to people. And I think as a mayor, candidate as a mayor, this quality is very important, and he fits best for this quality. And to be able to listen and then to amplify resident concerns. And he's done that very well as a council, on the council. So just to give you a little information that Harish, being a mayor, is going to be representing all the communities and all the residents of Sugar Land. I want to introduce you, my husband, and the next mayor of Sugar Land, Harish.
Wasn't she great?
Yes! Absolutely!
I appreciate you for standing by me late evenings, so many years, and frankly, without her support, nothing is done.
Yeah!
She is the rock in my campaign, in my home, and for my children. So
She's a real boss, in other words.
She's a big boss.
Lady of the house.
But so I really think that you are an amazing person, and you're going to be an amazing campaign manager for me. Colby, thank you for being a treasurer for a very long time, and I appreciate it. He's a very cool treasurer. He's a good advisor, and keeps my checkbook straight. Chrissy, Nolan, and Khalil. Chrissy is my webmaster, Chrissy is my communication director, and Khalil is my chief financial officer. So among the three of them, I can't go wrong. So I appreciate both of you. And I have a third member in my family who lives in Sugar Land, Harish Jajoo. He's my field director of the campaign. He's very supportive of my campaign as well. Then I also have two families who are my brothers who live in Sugar Land. If they are here, will you raise your hands? Vinod and Sam. They are my volunteers. They are my whatever else I need from them, I'm always available to help, and I cannot do without this part of the family and the extended part of the family. And yeah, so I also want to acknowledge a few elected officials who are here. I know my colleague on the council, Councilman Harish Jajoo, thank you for also our Judge Joyce here. Right there. So, Judge Jermio. Also saw our former City of Sugar Land Mayor, Dean Herbachik. Thank you. And give this anybody? Jim Rice. Jim Rice. And all of you chose to be here, and I appreciate it very much. I want you to know that, and I am humbled with all of you. Thank you again. I'm running for mayor of Sugar Land in May 2016. Our current mayor, Jimmy Thompson, who I believe has done an immaculate job, a great job for the last 8 years, cannot seek re-election. Term limited, so he's going to retire as the mayor, and then he well-deserved rest for some time. I am running because I can make a difference. I can make a difference because I have the background of serving the public. I've been involved in public service for a very long time in different capacities, whether it be Houston, whether it be a Commonwealth subdivision, or whether it be a city of Sugar Land. The local government is where you get the most impact to your next door neighbor, to your residence. My neighbor is here, Stan Clark, where are you? Stan Clark, my neighbor. And I think it's important for people to know that, yeah, it's fashionable to go and vote in November for the President of the United States, but really, he doesn't turn the tap water on or off. But we do. And I think it's important to keep that perspective in mind, that I have the experience, I have the background, and I want to make a difference in your lives as we move along and make the Sugar Land the best place to live, work, play, and raise families. I can make a difference because I have the attitude I see from the point of view of the taxpayer. Taxpayers are our bosses. They provide us the revenue to fulfill our commitment to the residents to provide them the services. So if we have an extra revenue, we ought to give it back to them. Actually, it's not giving back to them, we should take less from them in our concept. So I am tuned to that idea. I'm tuned to that philosophy that you ought to live like you want to live no, I wouldn't say cheap, but you want to live frugal. You want to give the still quality of life. The quality of life in Sugar Land cannot be compromised, but you've got to be living and doing that in a frugal manner. That is my commitment, that I will make sure that we protect. The tax, everybody knows, last 2 years, your house price has gone up without us raising a single cent of tax rate. My house has gone up 20% from 2013. And I'm sure that's a normal house and everybody has the same issue. So when we're not raising the tax rate, but we're getting more tax money. So we got to work with that and provide some relief to the taxpayers, you, our resident customers. I can make a difference because this is my city. I've lived in Sugar Land more than anywhere else in the world. And I feel like this Sugar Land got to be a place, a future city of the world. A place where technology, a place where government plays a helping hand in making the lives of our residents better every day. That means economic development, that means infrastructure, that means that we got to keep up and invite our primary jobs to Sugar Land, more families, more tax base, and better quality of life. So as we progress through the campaign, we're going to work on these issues, tell people what I stand for, have a smaller group of conversations, and see what their concerns are or the issues are. It's a long campaign. The election is not until May of 2016. We are like 7 to 8 months away. But it's a campaign that is very important. It's an election that is very important. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you as supporters. So what I ask of you to do 3 things for me. Support my campaign, which means you log on to jajooforsugarland.com, log on as a volunteer, as a supporter, tell me where you can help, and that would be awesome. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. And I, in return, will tell you that I'll do my best to run a campaign which is civil, which is fair, and which is just right. Okay? So I thank you, each one of you. I don't want you to go leave yet until the food is done. Please stay back. I want to see each one of you and say thank you to you individually. Thank you so much.